So if you don't know me yet, my name is Nikki, and I'm so excited to get to know all of you guys a little bit more if I don't know you personally already. And also wanted to welcome Alicia's team here too tonight. I know Nikki was on a call right before this, so we kind of just combined two teams together. So welcome to Alicia and her team. I can't wait to meet all of you guys as well. But I'm super thrilled to have everyone meet Nikki tonight. Again, if you haven't met me or Nikki, you are in for a real treat. Nikki is incredible. I worked with her at our last company together, and we met through cheerleading, coaching, and judging. So we have a little bit of a background together and things outside of this business, and she's just an all-around awesome person. So I'm excited for you guys to hear from her tonight, and yeah, I'll let Nikki just jump right in and take it over.
Thank you, Nikki. So I feel like I have a lot to say now because I just got off from our Legacy Founders call. So I got lots of information. So you guys are kind of the first ones to hear this. You're kind of in the know. So if you have a team that's not on here, you might want to get in their inbox and let them know that you might get some details that haven't been announced yet. So I won't go overboard with it because obviously I want to make sure that everybody gets all the info. But Mickey asked me just to connect with you guys because obviously for some of us, not all of you, I know some are brand new to this, and some have been, some had said yes the first day that we found out that Bravenly was even a company. So she said, some of us have kind of been hanging out, and now that we're getting really close to launch, it's kind of been a lull for some people for just a little bit because we were building. And then what happens? Obviously, you've kind of made all those contacts. So then you're just doing follow-up. And so she said, can we get on and just kind of get them excited, let them know where we're at with this process? So of course, I was willing to do that. But more importantly, I felt like there was some strategy things that we definitely can talk about that we haven't really addressed up until now. So Mickey and I kind of talked about what we wanted to go over. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So that's what you guys have in store for you, just so you know. I will introduce myself just a little further because a lot of you don't know me. So yes, my name is Nikki Van Timmeren. I am direct to corporate. So right now, I'm just going to kind of give you guys the whole deal. Okay, so if you want to take notes, you can. If you just listen, that's fine. Right now, there are currently 2 legs that are direct to corporate. Okay, so you guys are on one of those. And then there's another team, Jacqueline Walker is direct to corporate on the other leg. So right now there's only 2. Does that mean there's only ever going to be 2? Absolutely not. They are working right now to find even a 3rd and a 4th leg. But we wanted to make sure that we really strengthened those 2 legs that we did have right out of the gates, okay? So it didn't make sense for the company, just like for your teams. It's not going to make sense for you to build super, super wide in the very beginning. It's going to make more sense to dig in and make sure that you have really solid foundations in just a few of those teams, and that's what corporate is doing as well. They wanted to make sure that they had solid leadership, solid teams, so that we didn't have a situation where there was one leg that was doing incredible and then a bunch of other legs that just weren't super successful. So that's kind of the story behind it. Luckily for us, the 2 teams that we have that are growing are doing incredible, thanks to you guys and everything you've done to introduce this, to get it out there to the masses. So that is just kind of, as far as a company goes, where we are at. So I was lucky enough to be in business with Aspen in a prior company. But before that, I was actually friends with her through Ashley Walmer. So Ashley works for corporate. And Ashley is our director of sales and field development. So she does lots of our training. You'll see her on the Facebook pages. Ashley and I have been friends since we were 19 years old. So I got lucky in a sense of, I knew Ashley, she had introduced me to Aspen. And so in our last business, I was on Ashley's team. It was wonderful. It was incredible. We did lots of great things. We built an incredible team. I knew Mickey briefly before that, but not real well until we got into that company. So I definitely am thankful for that past company. Thankful for lots of things I learned and lots of things that I now know to take, kind of to take away from an experience that maybe was not completely ideal. So what I want to kind of talk about is, if you know nothing about me, one thing you're going to learn very quickly is I have lots of hats that I wear. So I am an office manager at an OBGYN office. I also am a varsity cheer coach at our local high school. I'm a cheer official as well for competitive cheer. I'm a hockey mom. I'm a cheer mom. And I also almost always have some sort of a side gig, some sort of a side hustle. Why? A couple reasons, to be honest with you, you guys. Number one, I like to coach. I like to mentor. I like to be social. I like to have conversations. And of course, I like to make an extra income. I like to help others succeed. I know that by helping others succeed, what's going to happen in turn, I'm going to be successful as well. So I've almost always had a side gig. I've been with lots of different companies. Some I called a home, some I did not. It was just kind of for the kit. But I built to pretty high ranks within 2 different companies prior to this. So I have experience in direct sales and also online, in social marketing. And so when they asked me to be direct to the company, I wasn't sure I was the best for this. I thought to myself, I'm pretty busy. I'm not going to quit my other jobs. I love what I'm doing. My heart is totally in, my other jobs and my other extracurricular activities. So I didn't know if I was going to be the best person suited for direct to corporate. After conversations with Aspen and some other teammates, I decided I would cut back one day of work in my real job, my management job, and take this on. So I'm super excited. I will tell you guys, if you are trying to build a team and you have people that are telling you that they're too busy, definitely come to me. I know how to overcome some of those objections. I know how to explain to busy people how they can fit this into the nooks and crannies and actually make it work for them. And I've seen some of the busiest people be very, very successful in network marketing. So I am a mom. I am a wife. I have 3 children that are here with us and a daughter that watches over us from heaven, blessing our paths every single day. And I am a true believer that everything does happen for a reason, even if we don't know what that is right now. So I'm incredibly blessed to be here. I'm incredibly blessed to have such an amazing team. I wanted to tell you guys just a little bit about my story and my background so that you know that, and so that in the future, when you guys are out having conversations with potentials, if there's something that you feel like would resonate, hearing it from me with your potentials, you can put me in a 3-way conversation. You can ask me to get on a Zoom. I am more than happy to do that. So I'm not always going to fit. I'm not a stay-at-home mom. Nikki is a stay-at-home mom. She's working from home. She's got 2 kiddos that are now not in school anymore. She's teaching them. So somebody else may resonate with her a lot better. So I just feel like it's really important for you guys to hear everyone's stories and know where your leaders are coming from so that we can help you through this process. I want to talk a little bit now about launch. Okay. So I did just, like I said, I got off the phone or of Zoom with Aspen and our corporate team and some of the other leaders. And I'll be honest, a date was not set out there. We are very, very, very close to having a date that we can announce. But there are some things, let me get my notes out actually. There are some things that are totally out of our control that are preventing us from putting a date out there. By next week, we may have a date. And I'll be honest, you guys, it's looking about 2 weeks is what we're looking at. Okay, so maybe a little shy of that, maybe just a little more of that. But the first week of December is definitely the goal for when we are going to launch. If you have not been in a launch, in a company launch before, it's an interesting process. Obviously, they can't just open the floodgates and have everybody join at the same time. So what they do is they will have Jacqueline and I both go in. We will sign as brand partners, and then any of our personally enrolled, we will give them our link, then they will go and sign up, and then you guys can do the same, vice versa. So it's a little bit of a rolled out process. So you might see some people that are getting in, let's say on, I don't know, a Tuesday, okay? And maybe the system can only handle 50 of us getting in. And then the next day, another 150 are gonna get in. And so I'm not saying it's going to be a 2 or 3 day process, but there's a chance that it could be. So I just want you guys to know, you have your spots, you have your placement. Don't worry about that. They just have to make sure that they don't bombard the system, especially being that it's the week of, you've got to think here, we're launching the first week in December, which happens to be Monday the 30th is Cyber Monday. So there's probably going to be some computer glitches if we're talking about maybe the next day after. I also want you guys to know and understand there could be some delayed shipping. Again, we are fighting with Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday. So there could be some delays that we won't typically experience just because it's shipping through USPS. So want you guys to know that, understand that. I will talk a little bit about shipping right now. So just so you guys know, shipping it's coming out of Georgia. Okay, so that's where our fulfillment center is. Right now, our fulfillment center they have all of the kits. They have everything that we need for our kits. I don't know if you guys know what's coming in that exactly, but an incredible, incredible training booklet is coming in your kit. And it's a beautiful box. You guys, you'll be able to do kind of an unveiling of your box on social media. It's beautiful. There's confetti inside of it, and a really awesome training booklet that you will use for the remainder of your business, for the life of your business. It is absolutely incredible. So you will get that. That's at fulfillment right now. Okay, so those are ready to go in a sense. They're not completely ready because they have to be packaged still. So Aspen on the call literally said to us, guys, I am so serious about getting this launched as soon as possible that we called the fulfillment center and said to them, if we have to spend Thanksgiving there making these boxes at the fulfillment center, my husband and I and my sons, we will come there and we will do that. So our CEO, you guys, she 100% has your back. She wants this thing to get launched as soon as possible. So please know that, please understand that. They are calling companies asking if they can pay them overtime to get stuff done so that we can launch as soon as possible. So I promise you, they're doing everything in their power to make sure that we get this launched as soon as humanly possible. But shipping, so it's coming out of Georgia. One thing I want you guys to know as you're placing orders or even telling customers to place orders, what our fulfillment center has promised is that if we get orders in before noon on a business day, then your products or your customers' products are shipping that day. If your order goes in after noon, then they are not going to ship until the following business day. So keep in mind Friday, if it doesn't go in until afternoon on a Friday, the next business day is not until Monday. So always keep that in mind as you're telling people, updates on shipping. I will say this, shipping is probably going to be pretty fast. Aside from COVID, aside from, things we can't control, it should be pretty quick. I always tell my customers to plan on 7 to 10 business days because then I am exceeding their expectations if it comes in 3 days or 5 days. So typically it is going to be a very, very fast turnaround time. So they're working with an incredible fulfillment center. I want you guys to know that right out of the gates, but important to know that noon cutoff, and that's Eastern Standard Time. I should tell you guys that too. Products are already, most of them are at the fulfillment center, and one of the products is on the way to the fulfillment center right now. So when I tell you that literally everything is falling together right now, it's truly doing that. So we are about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks out from launch. We do have merchant processors, and I want to touch on that a little bit too. I'm just totally being 100% honest with you and transparent as far as the things that I just heard. So we do have merchant processing. I don't know how much you guys know about merchant processing, but with a startup company, a brand new company, obviously we are not going to get a merchant processor that is going to approve us for $1 million in sales. That's not realistic with a brand new company. Typically they'll approve you for about 100,000 right out of the gate. The problem is we know that we are going to exceed that in a huge way when we first launch. And so we have to have multiple merchant processors in order to launch this company, which we do have. But I am going to tell you some of those merchant processors, the way that it works, a sale will come through, and one time it might use, merchant processor A, one time it might be B, C, D. Not all of our merchant processors right now are currently in the US. So that may mean that their bank can choose to charge them an international transaction fee. We had some issues with this in a prior business, but what we always did was try to tell our customers ahead of time, this could be a potential situation. It's usually not a huge fee. I mean, you're talking $1, maybe $2, but it is better to tell your customers than have it happen and then they're questioning things, okay? So make sure that you let them know that it's a possibility. It is not a fee that Bravenly is charging them. It's a fee their bank is charging them. And if they call the bank, typically they will waive the fee if they let them know, I'm in the US, I purchased from the US, it just happened to be, a merchant processor that was outside of the US. Usually they will waive the fee for them, just so you guys know. So Is it going to happen to everybody? No, not every bank charges it, and not everybody is going to, be using the same merchant processor. So sometimes you may see it, sometimes you might not, but I just want to be honest so that if you guys do see it, you already know the answer to that question. Okay. Let's see. Let's talk about, I'm going to skip over that stuff. I want to talk a little about the Facebook event. Okay. So now that I've told you how close we are to launch, so like I said, week and a half, 2 weeks is what we're looking at. How do we build momentum? How do we ramp up? How do we make sure we have a great customer list? How do we maybe even get potential pre-orders from these customers? So some of you guys may have seen the Facebook event that we are hosting. That is going to be a Black Friday event, but it's going to stretch a few days, just so you guys know. So on Sunday, we are going to do a Zoom just to kind of tell you guys how to use this, tell you what we're going to be posting about, how to invite people to it, how they can get entries into the drawings. Right now, we have, our team alone has over $300 that is collected that we are going to be able to give away in prizes. The prizes we're going to give away, just so you guys have an idea, tell your customers, we are going to give away, it'll be a voucher. So basically what will happen is, let's say that Mickey has a customer that gets on and she wins one of the ambassador fees. Okay, so the ambassador fee, as you guys know, is $9.99 to join. We're going to give away some ambassador fees. So as long as they sign up as an ambassador, they do have to actually sign up and place the order. We are going to reimburse their $9.99. Okay, so we're not just going to give those away to people and hope that they end up joining as an ambassador. We are going to make sure that they truly do that. Once they do, Mickey will Venmo them the money to reimburse them for that sign up fee. So we're going to give that away. Well, a few of those probably. We are also going to pay back half of the fee to join for a few people. Okay, so it's $49 to join. We are going to give $25 towards the joining fee as prizes. So again, let's say Mickey has somebody that gets on, she's a potential, she decides she's going to join. Once she joins and is in the system, Mickey will then Venmo her the $25 to pay her back for half of her enrollment fee. Some other things we're going to do that don't require them to become customers or brand partners, we will have gift cards that we are giving away. We'll have prizes that we're giving away that will get shipped to them. I don't know the scope of everything yet. I'm going to wait until I see how much cash we actually get in to be able to do this. But I feel that it's more important to give away like lots of $10 prizes than it is to do huge prizes. We might do like some $25 gift cards, but I feel like it's going to help your business succeed a lot. A lot more if we're doing more of those like $10 ambassador kits or $25 towards your enrollment kit. So those are things that we'll be giving away. What are we going to be posting? So we're going to be posting excitement about the products. We are going to be posting excitement about the opportunity. We are going to be sharing some product testimonials that we do have from people within the field, as far as we don't have a ton of testimonials as far as people that have been on it for a long duration of time, because these products were literally just designed I don't want to say by Aspen. So she was testing lots of products. This is the way this kind of works. There's lots of people out there that want you to buy into their product, right? They want the Bravenly name on their product. She's doing lots of product testing, tons of it. But what she has done that's unique, that a lot of companies aren't doing, she's trying the product and she's saying, I love this product, but it needs this. We need to get rid of this. We need to change this. We need to upgrade this ingredient. And so she's done lots of trials, but not necessarily with our exact product. So when I say that we have product testers, we do. We have people that have tasted it, but do we have people that have been on it for 3 months, 6 months to share their testimonials? Not yet, because this is literally branded to our company. These products were designed just for us. So I want to make sure you guys know that, understand that. But we do still have, we've got some feedback as far as what does it taste like? What were the immediate effects that you guys were feeling? So we will share some of those. We will share leader stories. So we'll have some of our leaders get in there and go live and just talk about why they've, chosen social marketing, why they're excited about Bravenly, and just do some short live clips so that your potentials can see them. I don't even remember what things I've said now. I should have written all this out. But anyway, so then we will do some posts where they can, like, let's say they decide, okay, I really want balance. That's something that looks great. Or burn is, it's right up my alley. That's what I want. We'll do some posts where if they commit to placing a pre-order, so getting on your list for a pre-order, then they're going to get entered for a drawing. So what's that going to do for you guys? It's going to get orders in your hands. Now you get to choose what you do with those orders. For me, I'm really used to collecting people's orders because I've been in direct sales. So I've done this even with my last company that was not a direct sales company. I always collected orders and I placed the orders for my customers because I felt like it was good customer service. I'm not then waiting on them to go to my website and place the order themselves. I'm also making sure, I know the system. I know how to get in there. I know how to enter the information. I'm not worried about them stumbling on any of that. So personally, I collect orders from my customers. You have the choice to do that or not to do that and to just, send them to your website at that time. I'm going to collect pre-orders. I'm going to collect their information. I'm going to figure out what product they want, and I'm going to ask them for a credit card number or have them Venmo or Apple Pay me. So I know I have confirmed orders that are going in on day one. It's your choice to do that or to just write them down on a pre-order list and then go back to them after we launch. But that's what I'm going to choose to do. So then you'll have people, we'll have a post in there that says, who's decided this is for them. They are going to be seeing how organized we are. They're going to be seeing the training we have for our team. They're going to be hearing from our leaders. They're going to be seeing our products. There is a good chance that when we did this Black Friday event last year for our team, we saw some incredible growth, both in teammates and in customer sales. So there is a chance that people will decide, hey, this is something that I want to do. I want to join your business. So there will be a post that says, if you decide you want to join as a brand partner, comment here. You're going to go in a drawing for 50% off from your enrollment kit. Then there's going to be some that are just giveaways for anybody. So all they have to do is check in. So if they check into the event, they'll say, hey, my friend Aaliyah invited me to this. So they'll tag Aaliyah. They'll tell her that she's here. Then they can actually get more entries by going in and inviting their friends that they want to introduce to this. So, she may have 5 friends that she's like, hey, they might be interested in this. So then she's inviting them to the event. She's going to get entries for that as well. So, the idea is just kind of that you're inviting people, then you're letting them know if they invite people, then, they've got a chance at even more giveaways, even more freebies. The great thing about this, you guys, is it's super, super, super easily very duplicatable. You guys are literally going to be able to invite your people to this event and then just kind of watch it unfold. You don't have to do anything. I'm going to be posting all of the images. I'm going to be posting all of the verbiage. You literally have to do nothing. You have to invite them. And then, yes, if you see that they're in there commenting, you probably should go in and make sure you're answering questions that they have. If you can't, there's going to be other leaders that will help you. They will answer the questions for you. So I think it's an incredible tool that you want your entire team to use. If you have teammates that haven't done this yet, yes, we do ask for $5 so that we can give away lots of prizes, but it's worth it. Even if none of your people, none of your potentials or none of your customers end up winning a prize, it's getting you in front of so much information. It's allowing you to take those images, save those images. It's allowing you to save all of that script that we're using and use it in a Facebook party or event in the future. So if nothing else, it's an incredible training tool for you guys, an incredible training tool for your team. Do I think it's going to do a lot more than that? Heck yes. I think it's going to do a lot more than that. I think it's going to get you some sales, and I think it's going to help build your team. So get in your group chats, make sure you're talking to your teammates about this, because it truly could be a huge momentum push for everybody, and it's only a week before we launch. So if you haven't done that, let's get on there. You can tag in the Team Rise Up page. We've got just a little blurb about it that talks a little bit about it and tells you where you can Venmo your money to. But that is going to be something that will be just absolutely huge for you guys. Next, I want to shift gears just a little bit and talk some strategy with first orders. So something that I don't think everybody fully understands quite yet. When you join this company as a Bravenly brand partner, you are paying the $49, and that gets you the title of brand partner. You get that cute kit in the mail. You get the training booklet in the mail as well. Then if you choose to add products on, you can do that. You can do that either at the time that you sign up as a brand partner, or within the next 3 days. If you place an order, it's considered your first order. Okay, so what they are doing on a corporate level is they're allowing you to do a la carte, so you can go in and pick and choose which items you want to purchase, or they are going to have some bundles that are bundled together with different products that are going to have a slightly higher discount than it would normally have. So there will be a little added benefit if you want to buy any of those bundles. We don't know what they are yet. I'm hoping by next week I will know that, and I'll know what kind of discount is associated with it. But so you'll have the choice to either add it on to your $49 kit, or like I said, go back into your back office, and within the next 3 days, you are able to place that first order. With the first order, there's a couple things that are really important, and you might want to write these down. The first order there's a bonus attached to it. Okay, so I'm going to just use some names here to make this easier to understand. Okay, so I am enrolling Mickey. She's my personally enrolled. If Mickey decides that she's going to place a $100 first order, and it is dollars, you guys, we're not talking about volume, we're talking about the actual amount of her order less tax and shipping. Okay, so the subtotal of her order is $100. As her enroller, her direct sponsor, I'm going to receive a bonus on her first order. My bonus is going to be 25% of whatever her order is. So if her order was $100, my bonus would be $25. Now, Mickey is enrolling Kendall, for example. Okay, now let's say Kendall also places an order and her order is $100. I'm going to make 10% of Kendall's first order just because she is signing with Mickey. So Mickey is considered my E1. So if you see that in the compensation plan, the documents, E1 is your personally enrolled. E2 is anyone that you are personally enrolled. So my Mickey, anybody that Mickey goes and enrolls is my E2. Okay, so you get 25% of your E1s and 10% of your E2s. So it's an added bonus, right? For sure. But what that does is they have to recoup those funds somewhere. So they want to be able to allow you guys to make fast money, upfront money. And so that's why they offer these bonuses. But something I want you guys to understand that in the longevity of your business is not going to affect you in a huge way, but when we first launch will affect you in a huge way. They have to make up that difference somewhere as far as commissions goes. So if we place that order for $100, Mickey's placing the $100 order, yes, I'm going to get the $25 bonus, but only 25% of the volume from that order is actually going into the tree in order to help our teams rank advance. So hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, please just type it in the chat and I can explain it to you guys. But it's something called BV. So that's volume that's actually attached to an order. So let's say that the BV attached to Mickey's order was 50. It was 50 BV. Okay. So yes, she paid 100. I made $25. The BV on it was only 50 because the volume and the actual order total are not the same. It's like that with every company. And I'm making up numbers. I'm not saying that it's really only 50. I'm just making up numbers. So the BV is 50 on Mickey's first order. Typically, all 50 BV of that would go into the tree in order to help us rank advance. But with the first order specifically, only 25% of it is going into the tree. So that means only 1250 BV is going into the tree. So hopefully you guys understand that. So that's just the first 3 days after not after launch, but after they sign up as a brand partner. Okay. So what I've been encouraging people to do, and I know a lot of leaders are doing, but this is up to you. You need to have this conversation with your team, with your leaders, and decide what makes the most sense for you. I know personally, I'm going to want to get some products right out of the gate. I'm not the type of person that's going to be able to wait until the 4th day so that I can place an order to get my products. I'm going to want products the day that I sign up, but I'm not going to go overboard. I am not going to place a $400 order because I know that the volume is not going to be going in to help us promote. Okay. So I'm going to place an order, but it'll probably be just for one product each. So I'll probably get the first 3 products and that's all I'm going to get. Because I do want to make sure that I'm ordering that so that the full volume is going into the tree. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Maybe for you, it doesn't make sense. Maybe it makes sense for your team to go in and place huge first orders. And if you decide to do that, that's okay. I just want to make sure that you guys know if you have your goals set on rank advancing, I want to make sure you understand how much volume is actually going to be going in when we initially launch. So again, in the duration of your business, this isn't going to be a huge deal. If you're signing 5 people a month, it's not going to be a huge deal that all of that volume isn't going towards your rank advancement. But month 1, it's going to be a big deal because there is going to be an incredible amount, an obscene amount of volume going in those first few days. So I just want to make sure you guys know that, you understand that. It is on the comp plan images. You can see it where it shows the first order bonus. There is a little asterisk that says 25% BV actually goes into the tree for rank advancement. So it's not like it's not out there. It's just something a lot of people are kind of skipping over. So I want to make sure you guys understand that. If I totally went over your head, reach out to me and I can explain it to you better and see what works best for you guys and your team. But just want to make sure you guys understand that. The next thing I want to make sure you understand, and I am kind of digging into comp plan stuff here, you guys. So please excuse me if I'm going over your head, but I know that a lot of people are going to want this information. So there are a couple different ways to get paid off from your customer sales with Bravenly. First is retail customers, and the second is ambassadors. So retail customers, you guys, I'm sure know that you make 20% on retail customers, okay? What some people have missed is that it's 20% of the retail price. So the retail price on balance is, we're just gonna round up to $100, $99.99. So retail price on balance is $100. So if I have a retail customer, I'm making $20 just like that. Whereas if I sign them as an ambassador, I'm only making 10% of the volume that is attached to balance. Okay, so the BV that is attached to the balance, I'm making 10% of that. So I'm only making between $6 and $7 on the exact same bag, the exact same product that I just sold to a retail customer when I sell it to an ambassador. Now, here's the thing. Our ambassadors are going to be huge. They are going to be the lifeline of our business because they are going out. They are talking to people that you've never been in front of. It's a market that you wouldn't have had they not signed up as an ambassador. So it is going to be super important that you sign ambassadors. But what I'm encouraging people to do is have a conversation. Don't just automatically assume everyone wants to sign up as an ambassador, because a lot of people are going to want to get in the first month. They're going to want to try it. They're going to want to make sure it tastes good. They're going to want to make sure that it settles well in their belly. They're going to want to see if they have some, benefits right out of the gate. They're going to want to, balance is supposed to give you energy. Did it give me energy? And so a lot of people, I feel, are going to be okay with paying retail the first month to make sure that they actually love the product before they decide, yes, I'm going to sign on as an ambassador. So it's not going to, day one, if they're buying balance, they're paying $9.99 to become an ambassador, and then they are getting 10% off. So month one, they're not saving any money anyways. It's going to be the same amount as retail. So why not allow them to purchase at retail, make sure that they like it. You're getting the $20 as far as your commissions go. And then if they decide that they love it, they sign up as an ambassador next month. They really only are saving $10. And so I just feel like the ambassador program is going to be incredible for some people, and for some people, it's not going to be. Some people, they don't talk about their success stories on social media. They don't feel comfortable sharing about a product that they're on that's trying to help them lose weight. They don't feel comfortable talking about a product that maybe is helping them with their digestive health. So if they are somebody that is going to just shout it from the rooftops, and they're going to tell their friends about it, and they're going to post about it on social media, and they're going to ask you to do a Facebook event so that they can get those rewards, well, then by all means, sign them as an ambassador, because there are some incredible benefits that go along with that. So I'm sure you guys all saw the training on the ambassador program. If you didn't, I do suggest that you go to Bravenly Global's YouTube page and find the training about our ambassador program. It is a lucrative program, but just to give you guys an idea. So essentially, if they sign up as an ambassador and they are sharing these products, if they have someone that orders through them, they are getting 10% back in product credits that they can use toward their products they're already ordering. They're also getting 10% back in cash. That is not something you see in a customer program. So it's literally mind-blowing. It makes a ton of sense for people that are actually going to share this to be able, to become ambassadors and to be able to share this to make some money and to get some product credits. But again, I would have that conversation with your customers and just ask them, if this is something that you're successful with, do you see yourself sharing it on social media or sharing it with your friends? If the answer is no, keep them a retail customer. If the answer is yes, sign them as an ambassador. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to go through that and make sure you guys know and understand how all of that looks. And also make sure you understand the commission piece of that. So I know not everybody is doing this because they want to put as much money in their pocket as possible. I know most people are doing this because they truly want to help people. I just want to make sure you know both sides of it. So we've got the Facebook event that we talked about. Launch is about a week and a half to 2 weeks out. I do want to talk a little bit about posting right now. So I know some of you guys are brand new to this and some have been around for a while. So I just want to talk about the importance of posting over the next week and a half to 2 weeks. Those of you that have been in for a while, people have been seeing your posts. It's, like you've been posting here and there over the last, whatever it is, three months, 2 months, 1 month, whatever it's been. So they've been seeing what you're doing. Now's kind of the time to go out there with those call to action posts. They need to know this rocket ship is taking off, and if you want a seat on it, you need to do it now. You need to get in my inbox. You need to get on a 3-way call with me, hop on a Zoom, watch a Meet Bravenly. Is it worth it to take 15, 20 minutes out of your night to potentially put a ton of extra money in your pocket? Is it worth it to take 10 or 15 minutes out of your night to have a group of people that is surrounding you, that is encouraging you, that are rewarding you, that are just incredible supporters and friends? And, I think it's so important that we give them those call to actions right now and let them know this is happening. And I'm going to the top, whether you're coming with me or not, but it'd be a lot more fun if you did it with me. So making sure that you're out there, you're posting, you're not being afraid of it. If you haven't done your first post at all yet, let us know how we can help you. This is super exciting. You have your hands on something absolutely incredible. This is fire. What Aspen is doing here is not like people have seen in any other company. I have had so many teammates recently that have said to me, this is crazy. Like, I didn't even know that I wanted this, and it's blowing up. It's insane. I have so many people that are interested in this. I've never seen interest like this before. You guys, that's not fake. You cannot make that up. There's a reason. And the reason is it's what Aspen's doing. It's the products that she's marketing. It's the compensation plan that she's built. It's this crazy ambassador program that she's built. You cannot make this up. You guys are not here by accident. This happened for a reason. I'm a firm believer that we all were led here. Most of us have been in other companies. We've had some successes. We've had some failures. We all wound up here. And I am a true believer that it was for a reason. So don't ignore that. Make sure you're sharing it with the world. Make sure you are talking to as many people as you can about this. If you guys know me, you know that the one thing I will always say is make it about them. If you make it about you, you're thinking about the wrong person. But if you make it about them, you will always win. Make sure when you connect with somebody and you reach out to somebody, you know why you want Bravenly to benefit them. Is it the products? Is it the financial opportunity? Is it the supportive nature that we have and the culture that we have on our team? Is it the fact that we have training like they've never seen before at another company? What is it about Bravenly that's different that can help the person that you're reaching out to? Don't just reach out to them because you're trying to build your team. You will fail faster than you've ever failed before. If that's the only reason that you are reaching out to somebody is because you're thinking about your paycheck and you're thinking about the fact that you want to grow your team, you're not going to get where you want to go. You're going to get where you want to go by blessing other people, by making sure that you understand how you can help them. And sometimes, you guys, maybe that means you can't offer the opportunity right away. Maybe that means you've got to dig in and have some conversations about something that's not business related whatsoever. Maybe it means that you need to follow them on social media for the next 6 months to be able to see, can I really benefit them? Are my products going to work for them? Do they need the extra income? I'm a firm believer, yes, you do have to put the opportunity out there, but I'm also a firm believer that it has to be for the right reasons. So always be thinking about that, but also know that we have something huge that we can offer people. So don't be shy about doing that. I like to make a list. I like to go, okay, who do I want to reach out to about this? And I put their names down. And then I think to myself, am I reaching out to them for their benefit or for my benefit? And if I can come up with at least one reason that it's for their benefit, I'm going to reach out to them. So I would love to open it up and have you guys ask any questions that you have. Mickey, if you want to add anything to this, if you guys don't feel comfortable unmuting, you can definitely type it in the chat. I wanted to give you some some goodies that I had learned, but I also wanted to kind of get you guys excited about what we have our hands on and the fact that we're launching really, really soon here. So I know it was kind of all over the place, but I felt it was important you guys had all of the information. So please feel free to unmute. Please feel free to put questions in the chat. I would love to hear from you guys. I still have some time that I can spend on here. So I'd love to open it up. And Mick, if you want to talk, you can definitely unmute and have you talk.
Thank you, Nikki. That was awesome. Alicia, I saw you asked about, is this launcher forever? And then I know, Nikki, you did kind of address it, but I just want to make sure that it was clear that this, like that first order bonus is forever. But Nikki is just specifically saying it's going to be crazy at launch because it's all going to be at once.
Yeah, so that's going to be something that's forever. It's built into the comp plan. But what I was saying is in the longevity of your business, in the long haul, it's not going to affect you that much. It just happens to be, let's say that you're signing 10 brand partners. Realistically, you're not typically going to have 10 brand partners joining on the exact same day for, in the rest of your business. So launch day is definitely a little bit different. It's going to affect you a little bit differently than it would, than what you would see in your paycheck in the years to come. Does that help clear things up a little?
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. And then let's see, Kathy said, will there be a locator feature on our website? Someone can type, yes. Yep, there'll be a locator feature. Our website is incredible. I've only seen bits and pieces of it. I haven't been able to see the whole thing yet, but I've gotten some accidental FaceTimes when people have been going through some back office training, and it does not look like a startup company back office, you guys. I have seen them, and I've seen companies that have been around for a long time, and this trumps even the companies that I've been with that have been around for a long time. They did not hold anything back. It is absolutely incredible. I don't know if you guys saw the call earlier in the week. I know my days aren't mixing together. I think it was earlier this week when they went over the website options. Yes, you can have a free website and you can get lots and lots and lots of goodies on the free website, but there's also a pro website that's $9.99 a month, which is going to be phenomenal. Something they talked a little bit about on there was the app that we will launch with, but they did not go into the detail of how amazing it is. Like, this app is blow your mind, amazing. We will have a sample shipping program. They didn't talk too much about this yet, you guys, because our samples are not ready yet. I'll be totally honest, they needed to get this company launched, and so they are launching with full-size products. We will have sample-size products. It probably is going to be after the new year, because every SKU that you have to create has a whole nother legal system that they have to go through. It's all got to get input into the back office. The stuff that happens on the back end of a company, like, I've never been close enough to it that I really understood it. It's crazy. The amount of work that goes into it is literally mind-blowing. So yes, they are going to have samples of our products. The incredible thing about this app, you guys, we are going to be able to go in there and let's say pre-order like 10 samples. Okay. So we're going to be able to go in and we kind of like pay for those samples, but the samples don't get shipped to us. The samples sit there as kind of like a voucher. And then when you're ready to ship them to your customer, you literally go into the app, you type your customer's information, and they automatically send your customer the sample. Which, if you've done anything with sampling of customers before, this is incredible. You don't have to package it. You don't have to ship it. You don't have to, oh my goodness. It's awesome. Does that mean you are responsible for paying for the samples? No, you can have people Venmo you, Apple Pay you, they can give you cash. However you want to manage that, that's totally up to you. If you're all about giving out free samples, great, send them for free. But this app is going to give us that feature. That is worth $10 a month. That is worth way more than that to me. I've done this before. I've been in this, the sample sending business. It is not fun. I do not like it. It is an added task to my day that takes too much time, takes too much of my energy. I'm ordering, the products to get it all shipped and the supplies to get it shipped. Ugh. They're a huge benefit, but they're a huge pain in the butt too, if you've ever had to go through shipping them. So that in itself is worth the $9.99. Even if you care less about the, extra reports that you're going to get from it, do the pro so that you can get that app and get your hands on all of the goodies that come along with it. All right, what else do you guys got? What other questions or comments or just anything? Yep. So $9.99 for the Pro or free for the other one. So the other one doesn't get the app. It gets most of the features of the back office, just some of the higher end reporting it won't get. Your upline can always run that for you. You know, if you don't have the Pro, it's not a huge deal. There are some cool trackers that are in the Pro as well. So if you're like running toward a rank advancement or even with like, so there is a requirement as far as volume that you need to get each month. 51% of that has to be from customers. So there'll be a tracker to let you know if at least 51% of your volume or 51 BV is coming from customers. There's just some cool icons that make it a lot easier to see in the Pro app, but you can get it all from the other app. All right, anything else, Chelsea, Kendall, Becky, Alicia, anything you guys know that your teams had questions on that we might be able to help with? If not, we will totally let you guys go. I know it's been a little bit, but just wanted to make sure while we're here, I can answer anything if you've got it.
Awesome. I agree. That is cheap for the Pro. I'm super excited for that feature, and the app sounds amazing. Nikki, thank you so much for taking time out of your night and chatting with us and giving us the latest details and scoop and getting everyone kind of riled up. I would personally suggest, I know a lot of times we talk about making a list, getting names to who you want to talk to. If you do anything between now and even the end of the weekend, like think of one person that you would want to do this business with and just focus, go have a conversation with that one person. Like don't overcomplicate things with a huge list right now, especially if you don't have anyone to lock arms with yet. Just think of that one person and see if you can get them on the phone with somebody else or just the two of you. But that's my one tip. Before we end this, does anybody else have any other questions? Okay.
Cool. Well, I challenge you guys, if you're not part of the Facebook event, go do that. And if you haven't been posting about how close we're getting to launch and how exciting this is and how people need to get in front of it and they need to see it, go do that. Okay. It doesn't have to be every single day that you're posting. It doesn't have to be 20 times a day. Just get out there, post it, share it. And if you need us, use us, you guys. That's what your upline is here for. Don't be shy. Don't be nervous. Reach out to us. We want to meet your team. We want to be in front of them. We want to be a part of their life, just like you guys are. So thank you guys so much. And yeah, if you have any questions, just let us know. But we appreciate you guys getting on and your time, and hope to meet all of your teammates soon. I know you guys have some huge teams that are growing out there. And so we want to meet them. Get us in front of them. Let us Zoom with them and answer their questions, get them excited, and we are happy to do it.
Thank you guys.
Yes, thank you guys for